Yeah, yeah. Reveal.
Alright, cool. We're here with Reveal from Poisonous Poets. Happy Nowruz to you.
Happy Nowruz to everyone.
7 Changes out, keeping busy. I heard you like working on every track a week or something.
Oh no.
Yeah,
It's, we gathered it up for a while, and then what I was trying to do is I was trying to bring out a video for each one of the tracks.
Yeah.
And it's still an ongoing project, so I still got a few videos for that coming as well.
I was gonna talk to you about music that's omni, like Mahdiar's music. You know, it's kind of like dubstep, hip hop. It's like trying to. I think music's going to a place where it's just gonna be one mash of sounds that every second is one emotion. Do you think heavy metal could come to your equation?
For me, the main thing is as long as it works.
Yeah.
So I think there's no boundaries to anything. But I think sometimes people, they do something just to say they've done something.
Yeah.
And I think there's a danger in like losing the actual music.
Yeah.
And I think as long as something works, anything can go. So like with 7 Shades, the actual track 7 Shades, it's got something Australian didgeridoos, and then the sound, the beat signature is 6/8, which is like an Iranian traditional beat signature, and it's got like hip hop, like rapping on it.
Yeah.
So it works. In my eyes, it works. So yeah, and I mean, there's examples of people that have done like tunes and like it's got heavy metal in it, and it works. As long as it works, I think there's no boundaries at all. I think you could incorporate tribal music from like the Maoris, and you could mix it into hip hop. As long as it works, you just have to have a discerning ear.
Yeah.
And I think there's no boundaries to music. I think, and that's like we were talking about with Mahdiar's music. Mahdiar is a music maker, so whatever he comes across, he will use it, and he's got that discerning ear where he knows how to use it correctly. And I'm just a firm believer in music has to have quality, because otherwise it's worthless. So I think as long as people are thinking about what they're doing and they're thinking about the actual music, I think it can work. If they just want to do it as a project to say they've done it, then there's no soul in that. Yeah, that's the main thing for me.
Cool.
So
Robot versus human. Nice.
Yeah.
I was gonna talk to you about what you think of Occupy and coincidences. I don't know if you want to bring them together, but you know.
What's coincidence?
Coincidences, I mean, like, do we have free will, or is everything, like, do we have predetermined? I mean, we have
Do you mean
free
the
will.
Occupy movement?
No, okay, I guess you can't bring the questions together, but Occupy music, it's kind of like consciousness is going up, and
I would
things
say-
things are coinciding, but with the same reason, so it's not really a
I
coincidence.
believe in something called synchronicity.
Yeah, that's
which
what I
is
mean.
like there's different like interpretations of it, but I take mine from
Carl
a comic
Jung
book.
style.
I take it from a comic book.
Yeah.
I take it from Hellblazer. Yeah, I take it from that comic book, and sometimes he rides something called the Synchronicity Highway. Yeah. And sometimes there's signs in life, but you just have to be able to read them. And that's the whole thing of when I say I never blink, I learned to see with my mind, I open my third eye. Yeah. There's meaning everywhere around you. Like you can learn a lesson. I've looked at nature and I've learned a lesson. And I mean, I don't believe in coincidences. Coincidences, it presupposes that there's a linear sort of time moving forward, and it's very kind of, I would say, even narcissistic to think that coincidences exist, because coincidence will only be from your point of view.
Yeah.
But synchronicity is the meaning you choose to embed into something. And I think what you take from that is a very personal thing. So like, for example, if you see something, different people will perceive a different thing, even if it's the same thing. So someone might see a homeless person and think, oh, what an annoying person, why don't they go and get a job? Someone else might see that person and think, if I'm not careful, that could be me in the future. Someone else might see that person and think, that's like my uncle, that's how he ended up. So it's all about, if you're talking about coincidences and when it turns on in your head, then yeah, I think that coincidences is something that happens to everyone. But coincidences, like in a book, when like this person is really this person's brother and they don't know, stuff like that.
No, I mean in more like a synchronicity way.
Yeah, I'm a firm believer in that.
Nice. What do you think of outtallectual? How much do you know about it?
I don't know that much. You just told me like a bit about it, and obviously like all the Facebook and everything. I see you lot like keeping up with your activity and everything, and I'm down for any movement that's just up, making new music and bringing new perspective and encouraging debate and discussion.
Yeah.
And I think that's the only way that things can move forward in any field. I'm not even just talking about like Iran or just generally like the system. I'm talking about anything. It's through discussion and debate. and engaging with other people. And I think that's what you guys do. So yeah, I'm down for it.
Cool, man. Sweet.
Cool, man.
Well, maybe we'll do a future collab or something.
Man,
but
definitely,
who would you rather do a collab with if you had a chance to do with someone big like Mortal Technique or something?
I mean, I feel quite privileged and blessed in that a lot of the people that like, I look up to musically, I've kind of had the chance to work with them. And I mean, it sounds kind of arrogant, but a lot of people that I really like are the people that I've already rapped with.
Yeah.
And that's down to like my personal taste. But artists I'd like to work with, there's such a long list, man. And like I say, it's all about if it works.
Yeah.
So like there's artists that I listen to that I don't think it would be good to do a collaboration with them because it just might not work.
Yeah.
So what am I going to say on like some New York gangster rapper's track? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I mean, yeah, man, I've got a few little things lined up that hopefully should be coming out, a few little features, collaborations with some like more established artists and stuff. But that's still in the process of happening, so I won't say too much about it.
That's cool.
But yeah.
Should we have a quick freestyle? If you're up for it? If not, that's cool.
Yeah, let me just think of something in my head. Alright then, boom. And these youths were born as pure seeds, but all the shit they fed off made them grow twisted like deformed trees. The ghetto rooted them in rotten ways, and now they won't leave. Living fast, no knowledge of the past, how can they proceed? All they want to do is make sales and spend all their peas. Them same sales knock them off course like stormy seas. There's no love, just allegiances formed awkwardly. Youngers and olders, sergeants and soldiers, leaders and orderlies. The streets are all disease, the secrets treat it like it's all a dream. They always talk of change, but it's all talk, and talk is cheap. What have you done to make actual changes? Me, I helped shape my hood like council estate bricks. I try show by example, like Stay Awake performed live. If they don't change their ways, these youngers could all die. I tell them attend to business like they're part of a conference. I'm trying to help them escape like the crazy Charlie Brunson. Yeah, big up the outtallectual collective. Yeah.
Seven shades, darkness, infinity, terror, change, truth, survival and freedom. Rep change like 7 days, 7 shades. Darkness, infinity, terror, change, truth, survival.